Some people spend their entire lives searching for what they're meant to do. For me, the answer was always there, hidden inside every creative obsession I couldn't seem to let go.
I think I was born to create.
Hey creators, or artists, or dreamers, or simply people who somehow ended up here, welcome to my channel. And if you're watching this video right now, there's a good chance you're among the very first people to ever see it. So seriously, welcome. My name is Guiyang. Some people know me as either. Some people know me as an illustrator. Others know me as a designer. And honestly, I'm still figuring out what name fits best. But if someone asked me, Guiyang, what do you do for a living? Well, I create.
Now, that sounds cool and all, but what does it actually mean?
Well, according to the dictionary, a creator is simply someone who brings something into existence, someone who makes, someone who builds, someone who transforms an idea into reality. For me, creating takes many forms. I draw, I design, I paint, I make things with my hands. I experiment with different mediums. Sometimes creations happens on a screen. Sometimes it happens on paper. Sometimes it begins with nothing more than a random thought that refused to leave me alone. The medium changed, the tools changed, but the urge remained the same, to make something that didn't exist before. But here's the thing. The path toward becoming a creator wasn't nearly as clear as it sounds now. After graduations, I got completely lost. Not the romantic type lost, not the kind you see in movies where the main characters go backpacking through Europe and magically find themselves. I mean, genuinely lost. Lost in my own head. Lost in comparisons. Lost in expectations. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I wanted. And most importantly, I didn't think I was enough. Not talented enough, not creative enough, not skilled enough, not brave enough, definitely not enough to build a career around art. Every time I look at artists I admire, I feel like they belong to another universe. They have the skills, the confidence, the audience, the opportunities. Meanwhile, I was sitting there questioning every decision I made. So instead of moving forward, I stayed exactly where I was for almost a year, afraid of failure, afraid of judgment, afraid of trying something and realizing I wasn't actually good at it, which ironically was already making me miserable. And eventually I reached a point where I couldn't ignore it anymore. I remember telling myself, this is enough. Not enough in the way I used to criticize myself, but enough of being afraid, enough of waiting, enough of watching life happen from the sidelines. So I took a leap of faith, and I started drawing again. Not for clients, not for social media, not for validations, just drawing. And for the first time in a very long time, I felt alive. Then another question appears, a question every artist seems to face at some point. What is my style? Or in internet language, what is my vibe? The media make it seem like every successful artist has unmistakable visual identity. You see a painting and immediately recognize Picasso. You see swirling skies and expressive brushstrokes and instantly think of Van Gogh and the Starry Night. Everything looks cohesive, intentional, recognizable. And when you are a beginner, it feels like style is the secret formula, the holy grails, the thing standing between you and success. So naturally, I became obsessed. I kept asking myself, what is my vibe? What is my aesthetic? What is my signature? And that single question followed me for years. I experimented endlessly. This was me, then this was me, and this year, I worked traditionally, then digitally, then back to traditional, then mixed both together. Every new experiment felt promising for a while, But eventually the same doubt returned. What if this isn't it? What if I still haven't found my thing?
The funny things about fighting yourself is sometimes the search can become a trap. I was so focused on finding an identity that I stopped creating freely.
And before I knew it, I was drifting away from art again, returning to set routines, returning to jobs that feel predictable. The cycle repeated itself again and again for almost 2 more years. Until one day I realized something uncomfortable. I wasn't trapped by the industry. I wasn't trapped by other people's expectations. I was trapped by my own mind. People often imagine personal breakthroughs as beautiful cinematic moments. Birds singing, sunlight pouring through the windows, a dramatic soundtrack playing in the background. But honestly, most transformations don't happen like that. Sometimes it's just an ordinary Tuesday. You're making coffee, looking out a window, doing absolutely nothing special, and suddenly something clicks. A realization so obvious that you almost laugh at yourself for missing it. Mine was this. I had spent years trying to become an artist, when all I ever wanted was to create. There's a difference, a huge difference, because becoming an artist can become an identity, a title, a label, something that can be measured by followers, exhibitions, clients, achievements. Creating is something else entirely. Creating is the act itself, the process, the curiosity, or the joy of making, the conversation between your imaginations and reality.
And somewhere along the way, I had become distracted by the image of success, by what creativity was supposed to look like, by what an artist was supposed to be. I was chasing label while completely ignoring the things that I genuinely love. The making, the experimenting, the colors imperfect attempts, the messy sketchbook, the unfinished idea, or even the joys of exploring things that I have never tried before.
It felt like standing in front of the ocean, searching desperately for water, only to realize I had been surrounded by it the entire time. The answer wasn't hiding somewhere in the future. It had been quietly waiting inside the process all along. And from that moment on, I decided something simple. Less thinking, more creating. So, is creating the final answer to the questions? What do you do for a living?
Well, honestly, I don't know. I think maybe, at least for now. But who knows what the future holds.
And strangely, I find comfort in not knowing. Because uncertainty isn't a flaw. It's part of being alive. Art taught me that every blank canvas begins with uncertainty. Every sketch starts with uncertainty. Every creative project starts with uncertainty. And yet, that's exactly what makes the process beautiful. Life works the same way. The more we observe it, the more we understand it. The more we engage with it, the richer it's become. Art and life aren't separate things. They are reflections of one another. To practice art is also to practice living. To remain curious, to stay present, to keep experimenting, to keep growing, to accept that there may never be a final version of ourselves. And maybe that's okay. Maybe we're not here to become one thing forever. Maybe we're here to keep creating ourselves over and over again, like a sketch that never truly ends. So for now, I'm simply following that current, creating what feels meaningful, learning what I can, making things I genuinely love, and allowing life and art to shape each other along the way.